Hi, Lori Clemmons here, and welcome to part 3 on our series of self-care for chronic illness. Thank you for being here again today. So I wanted to make sure that you know that I've created a free downloadable workbook to go along with this series. So if you haven't seen that yet, there's a link down below, and be sure and download that. It'll really be helpful in personalizing the things that we're talking about and in helping you to put into practice what we're learning. So make sure that you download that. I think it'll be really helpful. So today's topic is prioritizing self-care. Now, you're probably already setting some great priorities. We only have limited hours in the day, limited energy. We have to prioritize. So I want to give you 3 things to really think about as you set your priorities that will be helpful for you in getting the appropriate self-care that you need in order to be able to deal well with your chronic illness in the long term. So the first thing is, what are your personal priorities? It's so easy to get pulled into everybody else's priorities. The kid's teacher needs help at school. Their priority is to get some people in to help, and we can feel pulled into that and guilty into being able to do things that might not be the best for us. And so really think about, when you make choices about how to spend your time and energy, that they fall in line with your personal priorities. And this can be a really, really difficult one. Like I said, guilt. Guilt can be just a really, really big motivator in a lot of the things that we end up saying yes to that we'd probably be better off saying no to. And everything that we say yes to costs time and energy. And if it's not something that we want to be doing or need to be doing, then it takes away from the time and the energy that we need to have in order to focus on the things that are our priorities. So making sure that you are living by your personal priorities and not going along with the crowd or just listening to what other people expect of you. The other thing to think about is, do you have realistic expectations for yourself? Now, we can be harder on ourselves than anybody else. I can expect more out of myself than other people expect out of me sometimes. And so we need to be able to really evaluate. And this comes especially for when I'm planning events. I've got 4 events coming up this weekend, and I expect to be able to do all of them. Well, that's not reasonable. So to be able to take time beforehand and think through, I've got 4 events. I want to go to all of them. Realistically, I can go to maybe 2 of them and actually be able to enjoy myself. If I go to 3, I'm not going to be doing well. And being able to honestly evaluate the expectations that we have for ourselves, because then that allows us to take care of ourselves emotionally, rather than going down the my life is terrible and I can't do anything and I can't have fun. And so we're going to be talking some more about that in a couple of the upcoming videos, so hang on for some of that. But having expectations for yourself that are realistic. The third thing to consider is having healthy boundaries. This is really difficult, especially for women. But if you are working, if you're a parent, if you're married, if you have parents that you're caring for, extended family that you are spending time with, these boundaries can be difficult because people don't always understand that we can't keep up with everybody else. They don't understand, why do you have to eat special food? Isn't my food good enough for you? And so and we can get pulled into then meeting their expectations rather than setting healthy boundaries of what it means to take care of ourselves. And again, we're going to be talking some more about that as we continue through this series. So I encourage you to stay tuned for some of the rest of that. But really think about those healthy boundaries when it comes to taking care of yourself, because those are critical. So again, I thank you for being here. Please keep an eye out for the next video in this series. We're going to be talking about the different types of self-care and how they can affect us. And don't forget to download the workbook that goes along with this series. And I would love to hear back from you. Leave a comment below and let me know what you're thinking and any questions that you might have. So thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.